Lauren Fleming, and we have Jordan.
Hi, I'm Jordan Morris, and I'm the Digital Communications Manager here at Ideology.
All right. What are the daily routines you use for your computer for?
A lot of times I am just on the internet. I use Chrome to be my main search engine because it's all synced with Google and my Google Documents and my Gmail account. In the work setting, I have Office, the Office suite, so I use Outlook for my email. I use Word for a lot of regular documents, the usual presentation platforms, but a lot of it's online.
Okay. What type of brand do you prefer and why?
I tend to like the Mac. I have used it ever since college, so that's a good while now. And I use it because I've gotten used to all of the keyboard shortcuts, so it makes me really efficient, and it is second nature to me at this point.
Alrighty, and what is most convenient for you, a laptop, desktop, or handheld?
I prefer laptop. Handheld is great for certain things, but laptop having an attached keyboard is something that I'm used to, and that could very well be a generational thing, so that may be going out.
For how much you use it, what's a reasonable amount to spend on a new computer?
Well, for me, I would rather spend more and be careful with the security and lack of... That was another thing that I really like about Macs. Right now, there aren't a whole lot of viruses or people trying to create viruses for Macs. There are plenty out there for PCs, for Windows-based. So that is, I'm willing to pay more for security and better life, not shelf life, but...
Lifespan?
Lifespan, that's the word.
All right. What kind of CPU are you using now, and are you happy with the processor?
I have the MacBook Pro. It's a couple years old, and it is a great computer. I love it.
Alrighty. How important is a graphics card to your work?
To me, it's actually really important. Digital communications includes a lot of just plain graphics, video graphics. So having a larger processor allows me to work faster and not have my computer slow me down.
Okay. How much is stored on your computer? How much is enough memory for you? How much would you need for your type of career?
The more the better, I guess. Always the case, isn't it? So I tend to also use an external hard drive. That really helps, so I can organize myself a little bit better and not slow down my computer, so that I store a lot of the files off of my computer and then drag them on when I'm working on them.
Okay. So my next question, do you need a hard drive you can expand? So I would assume yes.
I do like to have those.
Alright.
It helps for organizational purposes.
I know on my laptop I don't have a CD-ROM reader for it. I just have an external attachment when I do need it for weight purposes. Is that important to you? Do you want it on your computer or more an external in case you need it?
External in case you need it at this point, because most everything you can access online or download, and you'll run into those cases at work sometimes where you have a CD and that's all you've got, so you gotta be able to access it.
Alright. How many USB ports, like chargers, flash drives, do you plug in at once? How many would you need on your computer?
Probably 2 or 3 at the most at once. That's still a lot. That's probably at the top.
Okay. Is a smaller, lighter screen or larger screen more useful for you, and why?
Honestly, for travel purposes, I really like to have a medium-sized screen. I do like the middle size because small, you can't really do a whole lot on. Large, it's too much to carry. Also, with a medium screen, you can have just a display. So you can hook up with an HDMI display screen and expand your workspace, your digital workspace.
Okay. Which operating system are you most comfortable with? Do you prefer touchscreen or traditional? I know with PCs, Windows 8, it's more touchscreen friendly. You're gonna kind of want a touchscreen with that. So I was just wondering what your objectives were with that.
Honestly, I like the Mac OS, and I don't care too much for the touchscreen. Not right now.
Okay.
But a lot of that has to do with the way we interact with websites at this point, a lot of developers don't create it optimal for touchscreens. So that need will probably grow in the future.
Interesting. So security is very important, obviously, for the business. How often do you need to update this security?
I update whenever it tells me to.
Okay. All right. And what type of software do you use regularly? Do you need Excel, things like that?
Yep, I was gonna search. I use Excel. I use all of the Creative Suite, Photoshop, InDesign. Let's see. I love my calendar app.
Useful.
Yeah, a lot of organizational things that are on here are really great. I'm trying to think if there's anything
So
else.
organizational friendly.
Yes, it is very important because so much of our life is in digital space at this point. So to have it organized on the digital spaces is key.
Okay. And okay, so you mentioned earlier you prefer Google Chrome. What would you like? Is that your only go-to? No Internet Explorer, Firefox?
I actually, for some of the other softwares that I use or online applications, I have to use different browsers. So I am in both. I have to do website testing. So with that, you have to go into each browser and you have to use it on different devices. So I prefer Chrome for all of my personal use, but I do have to go into Firefox and Safari and Internet Explorer.
Alrighty. That's it. Thank you so much.
No problem.
We'll work on getting your computer recommendations.
Yay! Hopefully I won't make a move. Actually,
Hi, my name is Brianna Johnson, and I am here to give you the recommendations for Jordan Morris. She's the young lady that Lauren interviewed for the first part of this video. The recommendations for the type of I guess computer that she's looking for, a high-end recommendation I would say would be a MacBook Air, and that is what she talked about that she wanted in the video. And a low-end recommendation, I would prefer a iPad with a keyboard attached to it. That would be cheaper, and obviously it would give her about the same results as the Air. Alright, the applications that I recommend for Jordan are Microsoft Professional and Adobe Photoshop, which will help her with the pictures that she has to edit and all that, and also the graphics card. It's for the videos that she uses for her daily activities on her computer, and that needs to be professionally installed on the hard drive. Lastly, I'm going to talk about the external hard drive for Jordan. I would prefer her or recommend her to use gigs with 60 gigs or higher. The cost would be more, of course, than a lesser amount of gigs, but for what she does, I think that if she used 60 gigs or more, that would help her in her everyday goals and what she does for her job. And she said she would love to pay more for quality, and of course that'll be better. And that's about it.